Welcome everybody to Clarington Kia. Today we're going to take you on a tour of this 2021 Hyundai Elantra Preferred. This has just over 110,000 kilometers on this great looking mid-sized sedan from Hyundai. Now, if you're shopping from home or the office, you're going to know everything you need to at the end of this video to make a great decision to visit Clarington Kia to pick up this great Elantra from us here. So what is underneath the hood of an Elantra is a 2-liter 4-cylinder engine connected to an automatic transmission, and it does have drive mode select. We'll go through that when we get to the interior, but some nice drive mode selection so that way you can get better fuel economy or a more sporty feel out of that 2-liter engine. Now, as we slide to the side, you can see it is a mid-sized sedan with room for 5 adult passengers. You'll see that when we get to the interior. Now, this one here features 16-inch black alloy wheels, great tires on there as well, and have a look down the side of this. The lines on the Elantra are really very unique. This was the design style that came out and it was pretty radical at the time, and now everybody loves it. It's actually quite a few manufacturers are actually trying to copy something similar because it's done so well. You can see we have color-coded door handles, color-coded side view mirrors. Now, as we do this tour, if there's any dings, dents, scratches, I will point them out to you. That's part of the reason why we do this video. So that way, if you're shopping from home, you know the condition of it as well. One of the features I love is this nice little cutout in the back of the pillar here. Just a cool little accent there. And then the integrated rear spoiler on the trunk lid. Look at that, nice sharp lines on the tail lights. Just very, very unique. And as we come around here in the back, get a better look at the back view here. We have the Elantra logo right across the back of the trunk lid. And then I always like to take a look here just to make sure there's no big scratches or anything from things being dragged out. Like the fact that we can pop open the hood from the back. Some you can, some you can't. This also has a hands-free operations too, so that's really nice. Lots of room in the back. You can see that's a full-size luggage in the back with plenty of room to spare. Got the golf clubs in here with the driver as well. So lots of room in the back. That's pretty typical of sedans, but it does sometimes surprise people. Maybe it's your first time shopping for a sedan. You usually had SUVs. This has a lot of storage in it. Now, as we come around to the passenger side, everything looks nice and tidy here. I did notice right down here, just one little stone chip right there. Little touch-up paint will clear that up. And then coming around to the front, there's also just a little bit of curb rash, is what we call curb rash here on the wheel. Again, we could touch that up a little bit for you as well, just to clean that up, make it look a little bit prettier. And then coming around the front, we've got great looking LED daytime running lights and halogen bulbs for your headlights. Now, I did notice here on the headlight, it is a little scratched. You probably noticed it right there, but it is just paint transfer. So, I mean, when you scratch it, look, it's coming off when I'm doing this. So, I mean, we can clean that up, give that maybe just a little wet polish here, and a lot of this should come out. Maybe not all of it, but most of it. All right, taking a look at the front. Nice looking front design here. Big grille on the Hyundai. Front end, maybe just one or two little stone chips. All right, but nothing crazy. Again, this is 110,000 kilometers on it. So there's gonna be a couple of little things, and if that's the worst of it, I mean, it's in nice shape. Now let's go take a look at the back. So I've got that driver's seat moved all the way back to show you there's still lots of legroom here for adult passengers. We've got no rips, tears, stains, or burns in the back. This is a non-smoker vehicle as well. When it comes to the front, again, having a look at this seat here, nice little accent down the center. There's some minor, very light staining right here. But again, it looks a lot more evident in the video. Up close and personal, it's not. It's just because it's a contrasty video. So I think a shampoo here will really take out a lot of this and clean that up quite a bit. Height adjustable driver's seat. Now let's hop in here. All right, now that we're inside, I always love to talk about the safety features you're going to get on the vehicle. So this doesn't lack anything. It has forward emergency braking with pedestrian warning. We have lane keeping assist and lane follow assist, so it recognizes the lines on the road. If you start to drift in or out of the lines, maybe you're a little tired, it will warn you and also keep the Elantra kind of centered up in your lane. We have the blind spot warning with also blind spot keeping assist. So in a sense, if you're going to make a lane change, there's a car in your blind spot, it'll keep the Elantra in your lane to avoid going into the traffic. And then we have rear cross traffic alert, which is displayed in your rear view camera with rear cross traffic assist. So again, if you're backing up and there's things outside of kind of this field of view, it will warn you and also stop the vehicle so that way you don't go pulling out into something that could potentially be hit. So a lot of great safety features on the Elantra, as you can imagine. Now we have a heated leather wrapped steering wheel. We've also got driver and front passenger heated seats as well. And on the Preferred model, we have the remote starter here on the key fob. So that's the remote start button right there, that little hold button. So nice way to get everything warmed up or cooled down, depending on the crazy Ontario climate that we have. We've got wireless Android Auto and Apple CarPlay in the center infotainment display, which can be, again, accessed through the key buttons on the steering wheel, and then our cruise control on the other side. And then in the dash here, you'll see we've got 110,303 kilometers. Now this display to the right is adjustable, so you can go through here and change up the information you want displayed. This is our drive mode again, so we can change the drive mode by choosing this button here, and you'll see we go from normal to sport and then back to smart. And smart is just going to decide whether you're in sport or normal based off of how you're driving rather than selecting one. But that's a great way to tune how the Elantra feels basically with your right foot with the gas. So either the best fuel economy or the most fun to drive. Give you a quick pan down of the center console here, kind of from the driver's display or driver's view. And then in our infotainment display, like I mentioned, it is wireless Apple CarPlay or Android Auto. Putting the Elantra in reverse, I can barely reach the pedals because I've moved the seat all the way back. Nice clear rear view camera. All right. Then we have heating and air conditioning controls, heated seats, heated steering wheel, a couple more USB ports, and our center console with the nice shifter. I like this little grab handle here too. It's kind of cool. Finishes off like a cockpit style display. And then our cup holders. And then I'll give you just a quick pan around. I do like the radio cover there. It's a nice audio system in this, especially for just a Preferred model. And then last but not least, let's review what Clarington Kia has done for the safety and reconditioning of this Elantra. So there was a note that the engine mount had a little bit of noise, which was like a squeak. So they've gone ahead and replaced the engine mounts. We've done a small bearing in the steering wheel. That can happen, especially it's prone to some vehicles and some it's not, where you turn the steering wheel and it makes a noise. So they're going to go ahead and replace the bearing in there to make it a little bit quieter. They've replaced the front brake pads and rotors, so brand new brakes on the front, machined the rear brake rotors and done a rear brake service. So cleaned them all up, including the rotors, lubricated them, put them back together. Changed the air cabin filter, the engine air filter, done a brake fluid flush as well. Installed 2 new tires and a control arm bushing was wearing, so they replaced those. Replaced the front wipers in total. Spent $3,312 for safety and reconditioning work, so that way when you pick up this Elantra, it's driving just like new and all the maintenance has been updated, so you're not having to do that in the near future. Last but not least, here's the Carfax for the Elantra. It shows that there is an accident or damage records found, 5 service records too, which is great. But when we go to the accident claim history, there's no dollar amount. So that's, and this was in March 2022, says accident reported, moderate damage with another vehicle, damage to front. It could very well be that headlight that we saw up front. That could just be it. And obviously it's not worth having anything fixed or replaced on that. So maybe the customer just decided to leave it and not do anything about that. But that's about it. There's really not much more we can tell you about that other than the fact that from what we can see, it's just the headlight that got a little bit of a scuff, and that seems like we could probably polish that out pretty quickly too. So if you're looking for this 2021 Hyundai Elantra, it is here at Clarington Kia. You can visit us online at claringtonkia.ca or in store, in person, right here in the heart of Bowmanville. Very easy to get to from anywhere in central Ontario. But whether you choose online or in store at Clarington Kia, it's your experience, your way, and we can't wait to help you get behind the wheel of this great looking Hyundai Elantra. Thanks for watching.